everybody, I wanted to give away some free training on how to create a real estate ad. Here's a Christmas bonus I want to give out to people. In 2020, I'm going to be doing a lot of these videos, and this is just the basic ad and how to set up a basic real estate ad. So I've called it Realtor Example, right? Now, one thing that's very, very important is anytime you run any type of real estate ad, you have to say, I'm creating a campaign that's usually the special ads category. If you don't do this, you will get your ads denied if you're doing real estate. And if you continue to do it, you can actually get your actual entire account shut down. So the most important thing to do is to click on that and click on which category you're in, housing. Okay? Now, there are tons of different types of things that you can do. Facebook is an auction. So yes, you're going to do an auction for sure. Now here, there's different types of things you can do. Brand awareness, traffic. Now traffic is when you have a landing page per se and you're driving them somewhere. I would not recommend running traffic to your regular website unless it is for a specific home and you have a landing page. Websites normally are not set up for capturing data very well. So I normally don't recommend that you do that unless you have it, all set up properly. And we'll do that. We'll talk about that sometime later. Traffic's normally to a landing page. Now, there's a lot of different things you can do. Lead generation as well. That's where you do lead gen ads. We'll do that another time, but that's where you get name, email, phone number straight from Facebook. It's a good way to get leads. However, the quality may not be that great. So another way is to do post engagement. And this is where you want to get people to engage with your post. You're still going to probably be sending them somewhere like a page maybe that you've created on your website for a particular home or homes. It just depends on what your hook is and what you're trying to do. Now you can also do Messenger as well. That's where you put them right into a chat bot, which works really well. We're going to talk about post engagement. Very simple. So this is where you're going to try to get people to comment, like, and share your post. So say you have a listing or you have an open house. This works pretty well for that. So we would say post engagement. Now, here's where you do your budget, and we're just going to say 5 a day. We're just an example. Okay? Now we're going to go into the next portion. This is the campaign part of it. And now we go into the ad, what we call the ad set. Let me show you right here. This is the ad set. I'll move this up. So that's the campaign. This is the ad set. Now, here's where we can select audiences. With real estate now, they have really changed the rules. When you use special category, you can really do little to no targeting. Okay, the minimum that you can put as a radius is 15 miles. And it no longer allows zip codes. So if you're doing a area, say the north side of San Antonio or the north side of Dallas or whatever, you would move this to different areas. So you would do something like this, where I could put a address in, which I know is on the north side, a neighbor of mine. It moves it up, and you could change that as well. So that now it's moved you up to within 15 miles of that. So now you're no longer getting this part of San Antonio, you're getting this part of San Antonio. Okay? Which is a much higher income bracket. So that's how you could actually help move your audience to a different area. But with the new rules, you can only do 15-mile radius at the most. I mean, at the least. See that? So if I did that, I could make it bigger, but no, I don't want to. I want to do it at that address. So if you have a listing, I would do it around the address, and I wouldn't just say San Antonio. Now, you can't do age. Now, the three things I always recommend as far as detailed targeting that is still available is Zillow, Trillium, and Realtor.com. Those are basic targeting. Facebook now tells you don't really need to do targeting, that you can do open targeting. But I feel this works great. Okay? You don't have to, you can no longer like exclude real estate agents. It just is what it is. But we're going to do Zillow, Triller, and Realtor.com. Placement. Very important as well. I always edit placements. And the only time what I'm going to do is I want it on Facebook and I want it on Instagram, and I want it mostly on just the feeds. So video feeds is okay. Instagram Explorer is fine. And it's certain different things you can only do, like right column. We can't do right column here, and that's fine. But the feeds is what I want. I don't want to do stories. In-stream videos, not really. I'm going to turn that off too. And I just want to do feeds. And it's post-engagement. Okay? Now, let's talk about the ad itself. So 410,000 people, that's pretty good. So I'll reach a lot of people. So let's talk about the ad itself. So there's a lot of things you do. You select your page, whatever page you're using. I have one called San Antonio Living. For Instagram, it uses that selected thing. Now I can go in and I can add media. Now there's a lot of different things you can do. You can add an image. So let's go look at, like, say, a house. Say you're doing an open house. Here's what you would do for an open house, maybe. Here's an image for an open house that was in Austin, I believe, at one time. And that could be a good one for an open house. What I like to do with houses, I look for the money shot with the house. So I don't usually do fronts of houses that often. I do sometimes, but if I have a particular listing, I want that money shot. What is it? A staircase? Is it a kitchen? What is it? Because that gets people to stop. So I'm going to do, like, say, this kitchen. Pretty awesome kitchen. You know, whatever the money shot of the house is, I like to do. Unless, you know, the front of the house is something really great and awesome, I want that to be kind of my first thing. Now, if I'm doing a montage, like I'm showing, hey, here's some houses in this neighborhood, well then, yeah, I'm going to do probably, you know, the fronts of houses and things of that nature. But if I'm doing a particular house, I like the money shot, right? What's the best picture that you have in your entire thing for that house? Let's see if this one works. Try it. It didn't work a second ago. I'm going to try it. This is a house that was on the lake. So that's a pretty awesome money shot, right? And you have actually a river, lake below here, but you've got this fire pit, and there's actually a pool right here. So you could do it at a different angle, but that's a really cool money shot. People are going to stop for that. Now, people are going to stop for that house no matter what, because it's like $3 million. But I'm just kind of giving you an example. Now, you can also clear this and do a video. So let's create a video. Now, this is a home that I helped sell outside of Elgin, Texas. Let's see if I can find it. Nope. Here, let me clear it. I got to clear that. Let's go back. I thought I cleared it, but I guess I didn't. Give me a second. Oh, I'm sorry. I did create video. You don't want to do create video. You want to, if you want to create a new video, yes. If you want to create add a video you already have, you add video. I clicked the wrong button, so I'm sorry about that. So let me see. I think this is a house that we did in Elgin, Texas, about 3 years ago. And it was awesome. It sold in about 45 days. So you can see it's a drone. So it's a really cool, awesome drone video. And I think we got I think there was 4 offers over a weekend. They were waiting on this home to get a survey to see if they could build another house on it, because I think it was on 3-4 acres, and it came back that they could. So they ended up getting like 4 offers. So what's also important is you want to call out the audience, wherever that audience is. So you want to say Dallas, Texas. Dallas, let's see, Dallas residents or something like that. Or attention Dallas. That's better. Or if it's a neighborhood area, like here in San Antonio, attention Stone Oak. Something like that. Or San Antonio. And then you would go in and put in the information on the house. You know, you want something that says, you know, amazing 4-bedroom. Boy, if I could type today. 3-bath. You know, something like that. Emojis also work well. I'm a very big proponent of emojis. So I always put emojis because it gets people to stop. It gets their attention. A lot of people talk bad about emojis, but they actually work really well. So I always do emojis in my ads. It's not. So I would put up here, put a fire, and another one here, Control V. You could put stuff like a heart shape or something, just to add some color. Let's move that up here. Okay. Now, there's different strategies on this. If it's your listing, you can put the price, of course. Sorry. So you could say, you know, $299,000. You know, I would put any $299,000. Let's see. And then maybe with full amenities. Gosh, I can't type today. Amenities. Is that right? Okay. Amenities. I think I spelled that wrong. There we go. Boy, typing's bad today. And spelling. Okay. And then maybe you could list your amenities on here. And you could say like check mark or something. Check mark. Go back up here. Oh. Second, sorry about that. Sorry, ran into a little Facebook glitch on that one there. And we're going to go back and we're going to say, pull, you know, whatever amenities it has. You could do something like this. Game room. Okay. And then, of course, the address, if you want to do the address, of course, somewhere. I do things, I don't always show sometimes the address or the price. That's if I do a lead ad. But if you're doing your own home, why not? Do it because you want to get a buzz about this. And then whatever else you want to put down there. But it's amazing. You want to call out your audience. You want to give them the basics of the home and then list the great things about this home. You know, great schools and all that. Of course, you do this now. Now, depending on what you're doing, send message, learn more, probably on this one. And that would send you to a page, or it would send you to, maybe you have it, let's see, you might have it on your Realty site. So you would just go to that Realty page for that site, that particular link. We're not going to do anything right now. We're just saying that, so you do it to that link on your site, and that link only. You're going to go to that particular link to this home on your site, if you don't have a dedicated page for it. Now, you may also ask, how do I do it if I don't have a listing? Well, if it's allowed in your state, or you know, wherever you have real estate, maybe you could run an ad for a spec home. And those work great, because especially if they have, you know, something like this, 40K price drop. Here in San Antonio, this happens a lot. So you could say 40K price drop, right? And you're doing a builder home. So that gets people's attention really quick, right? 40K price drop, or, you know, 20,000 below, you know, the standard, you know, for that house. So you can get a lot of people to click on that or go, oh my gosh, what's going on with this 40K price drop on this beautiful home? So there's a lot of things that you can do with this, but these are the basic ways that you want to do it, especially for a particular home, one home. Now, we can get into doing multiple homes. Hey, you want to live in Stone Oak? Here are all the homes in Stone Oak that are available. Here are all the homes that are under $400,000, whatever. But this would be doing it for a particular home that you're trying to sell, whether it's your listing or it's a builder listing. Or maybe you're running it for, you know, somebody else in your brokerage. Because you can do that too, right? As long as you get permission, you know, maybe you can go in and run a homes for, if you don't have a listing, you know, get a buyer lead for, you know, somebody else in your brokerage. You know, you bring them a buyer. So this is a great way to get buyer leads. We'll talk later about actually, you know, sending them somewhere. I just wanted to give you the basic idea how to set up an ad. Hope this is informative. Had a great day.